Hey everyone, welcome to this student success interview. I'm Garth Laidlaw with Portprep, and I help art students complete their portfolios to get into their top art schools across the globe. Portprep can help you create the absolute best art portfolio that you can possibly make and have the best chance of getting into your favorite art schools. We have courses on figure drawing, character design, perspective, animation, storyboarding. We even have courses that deal specifically with Sheridan College's animation portfolio, which is notoriously difficult to get into and which is what I graduated from. One of the primary problems that we've noticed with students not getting into their top art colleges is the accountability to produce work on a consistent basis. And this is exactly what we've created these courses for. When you sign up for one of Portprep's courses, we draw directly on top of our students' work to make corrections and also record all of our online meetups and video lectures to send to the students so that you can have it forever. Portprep is incredibly proud of our success rate with getting students into their top art colleges and universities, and so please have a look at our testimonials page. We also offer one-on-one art mentorships as well that are much more customized to your specific artistic goals. Without further ado, let's listen to this student interview. So, when you first found out your score, what was that like? Describe that scene for me.
So I first found out that the results were out on the Sheridan Discord server, and I found out immediately that a person with 94% didn't get in, and I was like, oh my god. I run to my roommate and I tell him, oh my god, come with me, and he was always so supportive. And he immediately tells me, okay, you're not making it in. It's 95% cutoff. And I also felt that, I'm not gonna be able to.
It's a pretty small margin of error.
Yeah, it's so tiny. And yet I opened the Sheridan portal and I see conditional offer, and I'm so happy. And I click on the thing. It's 97%. I was very happy with that. It's a bit higher than what I was expecting. So.
Fantastic mark. Yeah, that is so great. And just to let our potential audience know, where are you from?
I'm from Poland and currently living in Denmark.
Okay, Denmark. Okay, great. So it's just nice to hear that, because we do have some international students, and it's nice that this process is possible despite the hugely difficult acceptance rate. Well, at least this year, but it does seem to be a trend that the international rate is kind of just through the roof. Like 95 leaves so little margin of error that it's amazing. It's great that you've got good news. So
nice to have that.
Yeah, definitely. Let's have a look at your portfolio. So we'll probably go through it in order. So let's see. Well, let's look at the score sheet first. Okay, so this is what a 97 looks like. Wow. There's actually, it's funny. I had a couple other students get 97 this year, and I'm like looking at it, I'm like, wait, where are their marks off? It's so it's almost perfect on everything. This is so incredible.
It's the big boys. It's figure drawing, rotation, and storyboard.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, let's see your figure drawing. Oh yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Now I'm kind of cringing at this because since I submitted my portfolio, I've been drawing nonstop.
Oh, wow.
I feel like I've gotten a bit better.
Okay.
So I'm kind of like, oof.
Wow, you're like the one, I would say, that's drawing more after you find out. Usually most people find out, they're like, okay, I'm done for a little while. I'm gonna have a break from art. Oh yeah, these are super fun. And are these from live drawing sessions, or are they from photos, or?
Yes, I think most of them, except for maybe this one that you have open right now, were done at live drawing sessions. I live very close to the animation workshop now, so I can go there. They have free croquis. So
wow, really?
Yeah.
Free croquis?
Free croquis, so like the gesture drawing sessions.
Oh, gotcha.
We call them in Europe.
Yeah, wow, that's fantastic. And how is the animation workshop? I'm just personally curious about that.
It's really different, and actually, while we're at the beginning of looking at my portfolio, Sheridan is kind of my B choice, my second choice, because I've been applying to the animation workshop and other schools for 3 years.
Wow.
Since my high school days. So I have a little bit of an experience in this field, and
Sure.
this year I also applied, so we'll see what happens. But it's so difficult to get into that Sheridan was my
Okay.
safety choice. Like a school like
Okay.
Sheridan, I
Wow.
took kind of like a safety choice, so it's absolutely insane.
That's pretty
But
funny.
but it's also
Wow.
a dream school as well, so they're both dream schools for me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, I've seen great stuff come out of the animation workshop, and also you're living there, and so I'm just like curious. I'm like, huh, what? But well, that's cool to know that. Yeah, you're hoping. And when do you find out from them?
2 weeks.
Okay,
In two
wow.
weeks.
Okay, so I'll hear from you then. Maybe we'll be doing another interview if you get more good news. Wow, this is really nice. So perfect mark on the hand drawing. Wow, beautiful,
Yeah,
beautiful hand
it just took
drawing.
so long.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. You can see the animation. I find that's often the case with the ones that do really well, is it feels like I can see those two poses actually happening as if it were to be animated or something. So that's yeah,
Yeah,
really
it's
nice.
like the same movement. I think that's a good approach
Hmm.
for this one.
Yeah. Yeah, like same angle. Like you didn't change the
Yeah.
camera angle really. You just changed the pose. I guess it dropped a little bit, but yeah.
Okay.
No, that's excellent. Wow, really nice work. Oh yeah, I remember this character.
Oh yeah. Oh, the
So
struggle
great.
here.
Yeah. It looks great though. I remember having many looks at this and going through it and measuring and the hat is always a thing. Like, and is it the same volume from every view? Like, I don't know. Um,
Yeah. I had 1 point off on this one.
yeah,
I'm not sure what
out of
was wrong,
five.
but I
Sometimes
found something.
I find that between the 9 out of 10 and a 10 out of 10, it's very, very subjective. Like usually a 7 or 8 out of 10 and a 9 or 10 out of 10, um, I can usually tell that difference. But when it's 9 or 10, I'm just like sometimes it's very hard to tell. It almost seems like it's just personal, I don't know, design preference, the most nebulous thing of all. But yeah, I mean, this is a great character and clearly rotates really well. I can imagine this being, turned on a turntable, so that's great. All right, short animation. Oh wait, that's not the. It's over here, I guess. Okay.
Yes,
Oh yes.
it's the juice box.
Wow. Nice. Wow, this is so solid. I think I remember seeing this early on and I was like, wow, this is done. I don't know if you need to do one more thing on this. This is great. Yeah.
I think I added the background since you saw it, and
Okay.
that's it. I think.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha. Well, that's great. I
I'm
love the follow
starting.
through of the straw. That's so great.
Thank you. I think
Yeah.
I started this one the second the requirements came out. When they gave the
Okay.
little juice box, I was like, okay, I have to do something. And
Were you
at
most
first, I
nervous
did
about
like
it?
a yeah, actually, because at first I had an idea that the juice box was gonna swing on like a little pole thingy, and
Okay.
oh my goodness, I had to scale it back so
Sure.
much, and I ended up with a jump because I realized it doesn't really matter. The movement doesn't matter that much as long
Yeah,
as it
like the
looks good.
the uniqueness of it or the originality isn't well, according to the mark sheet,
That
it's not
important, for sure.
graded at all. So yeah, that's great. And you still did a little twirl. That's pretty great. Nice. What's next? I think it's the storyboard next. Yeah. So one mark, but as far as
Nice.
storyboards go, that is fantastic. This is usually the one that most people are
Yeah.
scared about, right? So,
Yeah.
wow. Oh yeah, gotcha. Nice. Do you know any idea what your mark might have been? There's a few little tiny things, but
I'm not. I
I
mean,
don't, I
there's
don't,
yeah, there's some issues that I see with the drawing quality. I'm not super huge on certain elements,
sure.
and I think the design of the backpack, because it changed in the first one, I forgot to change it in the other
Oh,
drawings. So maybe that's I just noticed that this
I don't
time.
know if that would be it,
Maybe
honestly.
I don't
That's,
know. I
you
have no
notice that, of
idea, but
course, but that's the kind of thing that the teachers don't usually see. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I focused mainly on making the possum different on every page of the
Yeah.
panel, so that we
Great.
have a close up and we have him from super far.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. This is
that's
great.
probably why I didn't get like an 8 on 10.
Sure. This is a
Other
really
than
nice
that,
pose.
I
I
love
love the
that.
final pose.
Thank you.
Oh, so great. Yeah, I remember seeing this one for several rounds at least. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, layout, I guess, is the last required piece.
Oh, layout.
Oh, yes, I love this little background. So sweet. Just like very charming and has a sense of like fullness and liveliness to it, but isn't like crowded. In fact, it's actually very neat, but it still feels like a kitchen that someone lives in. I love that. That's when for me personally, that's an incredibly important criteria is just to make it feel like it really has a story, like it's like a believable place.
Yeah. Yeah. A character of its own.
Sorry, what did you say?
A character of its own.
Yeah, exactly. Like the background is a character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice. And then, oh yeah, this one. Yeah, there was a few rounds of this one. I remember we had some
Oh,
foreground
yeah.
stuff going on and a little bit of scale. Yeah.
There were perspective issues.
Yeah. I still like it's so bold that you put the horizon line right where like much of this stuff is. I mean, it's not exactly, it's a little bit above and up here it's fine, right? Whenever the buildings are a little above or a little below, it's fine, but there's an element like this the deck, I guess, is so close to that. It's almost feels risky to me, but I don't know. It obviously technically works. Um, yeah, and then the bridge, I think there were some things with, but oh, great details though. Like I love the background and yeah, really fun. And you have a nice clear sense of middle ground, foreground, background. You got a couple backgrounds actually, but yeah, that's great. Really nice. How do you feel about your two layouts?
I like them. I think now I would have done maybe a better job at scaling certain things
Yeah.
in both of the layouts.
Okay.
Because I think the scale of, for example, the house is still a little bit too small, but I couldn't fit it in the required space, and
Sure.
I had some issues with that. And I think
Yeah.
I think I could do a better job now, but it got
Yeah.
me full points. So
Yeah, that's
so
fine.
I'm happy with that.
Full is good enough, I'd say. Okay.
Yeah.
So for personal work, let's see. I guess these. Oh,
Yes,
I
I
see. This is
put
the
it.
first 1 to 6, and then that's your seventh one. Okay.
Yes. I put like my drawings in one PDF and
Great.
then
Oh, that's
the
nice.
short tests, animation tests in the other one.
Yeah. Okay. This is so
I have like a
charming.
story.
Great. And just the layout and the presentation of it is wonderful. Love how it feels like. Yeah, I don't know. You've done the work of like making this whole thing. You even have a little logo that you created for it.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, nice. And then a character lineup.
Yes.
Wow.
Did
Really
that
great.
for them.
Yeah.
And after this, I think I have character designs
Okay.
and some illustrations, and yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think the formatting might be a bit weird on some of them, but I think I had a different PDF for this, so I had to put them together again on a separate PDF.
Oh,
for the
yeah.
Interview.
Okay.
So I
Sure.
think they looked a little different when it comes to the page size, but
Yeah.
yeah. And here I had like the roommate idea with the 3 roommates.
Oh, yeah.
In painted backgrounds.
Oh, great. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. That's really fun. I
Yeah,
remember seeing these.
That was another work.
I don't know if I saw this one, or maybe I saw it in a very early state or something, but I remember this one and then that one.
Mm-hmm.
Very different lighting each of these roommates have, or maybe it's a different time of the day or something. But
yeah. It's kind of both. I wanted to explore both of those.
Oh, that's so nice. Wow. Oh yeah, this is really cute.
I have the illustration.
Nice. And then a sketchbook. Okay. So let's see. So, oh, nice light drawing. It's nice that you handed in some light drawing that isn't usually the kind of style that is for the main portfolio, like with some more rendering here, a little more gestural on the bottom left. Yeah. Nice sketches too. Oh, and some vehicles. Okay, so not just people and characters, but also some objects and some things, some people in spaces, cafe sketching or something, it looks like. Great. Wow. Awesome. And then it looks like your last piece is an animated reel. I looked at this first, actually.
Oh,
So tell me about
very
this.
short and very bad. Yeah, these are. I was making like 4 portfolios at a time of animating these, so
Okay.
that's my excuse. Now
Yeah.
I'm actually working on a demo reel that's a bit more professional.
Okay.
But I knew that for a school, I think they don't really care about the quality that much. I think
Yeah.
they care more about whether or not you tried this and
Sure.
if you like it. So,
Yeah.
So I still submitted it.
You have a very high level of finish to everything. I think that's a really nice thing that I've been noticing. Even your sketches are very clean. It's like you presented them really nicely. They're very readable. Like this is the sketchiest one you have, is that gorilla walking, but everything is quite cleaned up actually. It's really nice. Yeah. Wow. Great. Great portfolio, Zuzanna. So that's a 97. So, now that, well, what would be your top 3 tips for future applicants? What do you think?
Top 3 tips.
Yeah.
So my approach to this, again, as an international who was also applying to many other colleges,
Yeah.
I tried to kind of manage my time and manage my efforts, I guess.
Sure.
So I first compiled every single accepted portfolio that I could find.
Wow.
That was the first thing. I did my research. I got all of the storyboards and I tried to think, oh, why did this person get 20 on 20 and why did this person get 8 on 20? And I tried to kind of understand that. And then I approached every single category with that in mind. Okay, I have to do the construction on the hand, for example. People said that they really like that. So
yeah,
I tried to make sure that I kept what they wanted in mind with every single one of these pieces. And again, I think my first tip is research and trying to manage your time and your effort.
Sure.
And my second tip would be hold on, I forgot already what I was trying to say. Oh, asking for help. That's so important. That's incredibly important. And there's people that say that you should ask your parents, and I would ask people that aren't artists, but I think it's most useful to ask other artists.
Okay.
So,
gotcha.
Like Portprep, for example, I think that's a very professional way of getting real critique. But you can also ask different students for. I think with the storyboard, I asked like 5 different students, like random students from Sheridan. Hey, what do you think? And sent them the storyboard, and they were like, "Oh, I don't get the story," or "This doesn't fit the theme." Things like that. Even a little comment can help.
Yeah.
But I think it's also worth like paying for a tutor or something like that.
Yeah.
It helps so much.
Oh, great. That's good to know.
So that's also very important. And 3, I think, would be not going too complex. I think a lot of my stuff is very simple and clean, and I got 97. So I think it's important to not go overboard. One person once told me that when the reviewers are looking for reasons to reject you, so that you shouldn't give them those reasons. So if you don't know how to paint a flower, maybe you shouldn't be painting a flower in your portfolio. And so I tried to follow that thought, that ideology, that I probably shouldn't be going too far with some of my pieces. I should still like have something cool, but if I can't do it, I should scale it down and go for something simpler so I can actually get a good score.
Great. So, yeah. Okay, those are all fantastic tips. Absolutely. And was there anything that you felt gave you a particular edge for your portfolio in particular?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's I've seen a lot of people afraid of drawing animals, and I have a lot of animals in my portfolio.
Okay.
And I have a lot of I guess I have a more of a cartoony style than some of the people I've seen draw really detailed, super beautiful, kind of maybe anime style pieces. And I do have some anime style stuff in my portfolio, but I was also going for that simple, clean look.
Yeah.
So maybe they like that. They thought I was interesting or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. And for next year students and actually parents, because a lot of parents actually watch these videos, What would you say? What is your biggest kind of parting tip that you would say to potentially parents?
Huh. Um, I think asking for help.
Yeah,
That was what got me where I am today, and
sure.
that's what has driven me. People
Mhm.
telling me what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right, and not being
Yeah,
afraid to show my
yeah.
artwork as well. That was
Hmm.
super important. Getting through that shy barrier of,
Yeah,
oh, I'm so ashamed, and actually
yeah.
showing it,
So many artists have
getting
that too,
feedback
right?
from
Like
people.
we all are, especially in the beginning, very, very shy of
Yeah.
showing our work. But you're right, it's such an important process of improving. So yeah, that's great to hear. Well, the most fun question, perhaps, and new question this year, with unlimited resources at your disposal and a giant team of artists or animators, what would be your dream project? What would that look like?
I think maybe it's a bit basic, but I would be a director and
Mhm.
an animation lead of like a large 2D animated film or a TV show.
Cool.
Maybe animated in like I don't know if you've seen the new Daisy short. That style is really pretty, of like harsh lighting and
Mm,
very cartoony lines. That's
okay.
really pretty. Or maybe something more akin to the Puss in Boots movie, but more, I think,
Sure.
even more 2D.
Yeah.
I would really like to make 2D animation cool again, because I
Awesome.
think
That's
a lot
good
of
to
studios
hear.
are.
Music to my ears.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
great.
I think I'd invest in that if I had unlimited money.
Yeah, that's great to hear. I'm glad to hear another 2D animator at heart. Okay, well, thanks so much, Zuzanna, for doing this interview with us. This is going to be super
Thank you.
helpful for future years to watch and just to look at your beautiful artwork here. I love all of your stories and yeah, and so congrats again. Whether it's
Thank you.
Sheridan or the animation workshop, we'll hear soon. But yeah, I'm sure you'll knock them out of the park.
Thank you so much.
All right. Well, take care and I'll see you later.
All right, see you.